Hello there people, my name's Amaz and I have just seen Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga. There's so many spin-offs now with different handles, if they're called handles, that I actually don't know what the exact title is, but you get my point, right? Now, much like the previous Mad Max film, Furiosa is pretty much Mario Kart from hell, which was perfectly described from Honest trailer. Like, the plot was fine, it's not exactly Shakespeare, but it's enough to get you invested in the world. The world building is actually great. I do wish though we see the result of the world ending in different countries outside of Australia. Now, I haven't watched the originals from decades ago, so I can't exactly say if they commented on that or not. The film is set primarily in the outback of Australia, so there is a lot of desert and sand everywhere. So much that Anakin Skywalker would despise the place. And to be honest, I do kind of wish we see more or different environments. Like, surely all of Australia isn't that bad, even though most of the animals there will kill you. But that's not the point. I feel like I've reviewed the country more than the movie so far. So let me get back on track. The main thing about the Mad Max franchise is the action, and that doesn't disappoint. Like, there's so much vehicular warfare you can do in the desert, and yet it's always different with different action set pieces, where I'm constantly thinking that this is insane, but in a good way. There's something about mindless violence that keeps me entertained. And it's incredibly brutal and gory too. Like, you see how Furiosa loses her arm and a guy getting pulled apart from all of his limbs and his head. There was a point where I was like, okay, this is a bit nasty now. Can we calm down a bit? But it didn't take away my enjoyment of the film. Although seeing maggots eating away at rotting limbs is something that I didn't need to see and almost made me throw up. And I'm glad I actually wasn't eating anything at the time. So if you're squeamish, they're the only bits I'll close my eyes for. Anya Taylor-Joy I thought was very good. I mean, she's a great actress anyway, but she really carried the movie. And you can't help but feel bad for the character because all she wants is to go home after being kidnapped as a child. Which is even sadder if you watch Mad Max Fury Road when she finally gets back. Chris Hemsworth is the main bad guy in the film, and not gonna lie, his character isn't that good. Like, he is too cartoonishly wacky. Like, the way he speaks is just a bit annoying at times. Like, even the secondary villains, who are the main ones in Fury Road, aren't as annoying, even though they look worse. So yeah, overall, it's a good movie and it's really fun, if you don't mind some disgusting moments, of course. The action is great, probably not as much as Fury Road, but very good nonetheless. And I suppose this is much more of a character piece on Furiosa more than anything else, seeing how she starts off as just a kid to one of Immortan Joe's lieutenants, and how that leads on to Fury Road where she collides with Max. So do I recommend that you check it out? Yeah, I really do. Especially if you're into action films and the previous movies. Though I do understand if you want to wait until it's on streaming or something, because I wouldn't say it's must watch. And I think a lot of people agree, as it's not exactly doing great at the box office, despite it being a really good film. Now, if I had to give it a rating, it would be an 8 out of 10. There's not a lot wrong with it, but I think it doesn't have that wow factor that Fury Road had. But do check it out for yourself. Anyway, if you like my review, please leave a like and subscribe, that would greatly be appreciated, and I shall see you next time, and peace.